Ladies and gentlemen, every single day when, talking about the gaming industry or what's going on, or in this case, the Nintendo Switch 2, it's like you want to feel optimistic, but the bad news just keeps coming. In this video, I think I have some fantastic news about the future of the Switch 2 and one of the biggest issues we have with the Switch 2. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. That's right, I come bringing you guys good news. One of the major issues we have, which I'll be honest, I care, but I just want to play games, so I'm going to play them however I can. But the major issue is game keycards. I have great news about the future of the Nintendo Switch 2 and physical games. But we also have some leaks as well, and they're just awesome leaks about future games. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And stay tuned at the end of the video so you can learn how to win some eShop gift cards or potentially a Nintendo Switch 2. So the first thing I want to do is go over a few leaks that were going around yesterday. I covered them briefly in a video about a Nintendo Direct. Side note, I thought, I will try to make a video right when the news is happening. I make videos like a day in advance, so I'll make a video today and it'll come out tomorrow. And this is what's worked for me so far for multiple years, but I thought I'll try to make a video like everybody else when the news breaks. That video got no views, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that again. But I made a video about a Direct. Nate the Hate leaked that it is coming up probably the week after Donkey Kong. And I gotta say, a few days ago I made a video about how I had proof of a Nintendo Direct happening this month, and I'm pretty sure it's all coming true, so that's pretty cool. But Nate the Hate said a Direct is coming after Donkey Kong. And it just makes sense, because we didn't get one this month, we would probably be waiting till September, and there's just too much up in the air right now that we don't know. So we have some more leaks to kind of piggyback off that with some more information. Number one, Nate the Hate says some third-party developers are choosing not to announce their Switch 2 games yet. Capcom, Sega, Ubisoft, Namco, and many others are just waiting. They have games they want to announce. Switch 2 has a lot of support coming. And even though this is like a leak or some inside information, it's like, yeah, that's what we all thought was happening. There's a weird discourse online right now that we need more stuff, and we do, but it's like, we need this, and why is Nintendo holding out, and what's going on? And then you have to think, the console's only been out for a month. Just chill out, bro. Like, I want some announcements as well, but we really just got this console. There's tons of games already. We know Nintendo's announced stuff for the rest of the year. There's stuff coming out, but the third party is what I am most excited about. Elden Ring, I hope we get a release date for that. Maybe some Microsoft announcements, that would be pretty cool. Grand Theft Auto 4, the remake is rumored to be happening. That would be awesome to see. But a game that leaked, I want to say like 6 months ago, from multiple big leakers, I think Nate the Hate and Nash Sweeto and a few other people, they talked about Red Dead Redemption 2. So we have an update for that as well. Nate the Hate reaffirms Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch. He don't know if Rockstar will announce it at the upcoming Direct, or this would be announced on Rockstar's accord, but it's definitely coming at some point. I heard that this game is launching near the end of the year, so I think this is the perfect time to start hyping it up and, just making the rounds. That would be pretty cool. The game I care about the most is Hollow Knight Silksong though, and I'm like all in. I'm put all my chips in. I'm going all in. I think it finally gets a release date at the next Nintendo Direct. But the whole reason I wanted to make this video is some positive news about the future of Nintendo Switch 2 games. Game keycards, I feel like are, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I don't want to say necessity because that's not it. But it's like, if we don't have it, then we don't have some of these games. And that's because Nintendo's only offering a 64 gigabyte cartridge, and other options would be too expensive, I believe, or something like that. I have a couple updates today, and one is coming directly from Nintendo. I've talked about it once, but again, I think this is good news, right? Nintendo is surveying fans about the Switch 2 game keycards. I don't know if they have any more updates in here, or if they had some. I just want to see pictures of this survey. I know they're happening, but essentially this is happening in Japan as of right now, and they're asking people to give some feedback on how people feel about game keycards. This is major. I said it in a previous video, but especially in Japan, they're like a physical collecting society, right? It's kind of overwhelming. I've been there twice and just everybody's collecting. It feels like everything. So especially video games as well. But if people in Japan are not happy, then Nintendo will say, dang, we might have to fix this. Then if they bring these surveys over here and we're like, dude, this stuff sucks, we want physical games. I mean, why piss off your consumers, right? If your consumers are demanding something, it's not like us asking for a game to show up on the Switch 2. It's like, we want this game. Nintendo, where the hell are these games? That's not the same as us saying, well, you're giving us some good games, but we're not going to buy them because you're not really offering them to us. I want to own something and you're not letting me own something. You're just giving me codes or game key cards and stuff like that. So I'm just not going to buy it. That's a big issue. You know what I mean? So just the fact that they even care enough to ask, I think this is on their radar. That's why I want to see these actual surveys so I can see what the questions are. Like, are you happy about these? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Okay, I was actually able to find them. I have translated this from Japanese to English, so. Did you know there is a game card called Key Card in the Nintendo Switch 2 package version software? I have a game key card. I didn't, but I knew, so I don't have it. I don't know about the key card. Do you know anything about the characteristics of these key cards? Please choose everything you know. If you download the main media, you can start the game without connecting to the internet when playing the game. I'm playing a game for the first time. So I guess that's just how they work. After reading the above explanation, if there is a key card or a download version of the software and you want to buy it in the future, which one do you think you would choose? Please choose one that applies. I bought a key card as much as possible. If anything, I want to buy a key card. I can't say either. If anything, download version I want to buy the download version as much as possible. Strange. So they don't even really talk about I want to like have a physical option. That is very interesting. I thought they would have some kind of survey about like get a physical version, or do you not want this? Do you want an alternative? But maybe there's more for the survey and this is just one key part where they're talking about key cards or something. I mean, I would prefer key cards over download code in the boxes. So it's like the lesser of two evils almost. We'll see how this goes, but I have more updates for you. And this comes from one of my amazing subscribers. I'm going to block out their name, but they were messaging limited run games, right? And Super Rare and limited run, it's like, I know the negative feedback is sometimes you buy stuff and then they don't ship it for months, or sometimes they almost forget. I've heard about people getting stuff a year or two later from them. But a great thing about these companies is they normally offer a physical alternative to digital only games. But we're in a newer age now where we're having game key cards. And I wonder if they do this for PlayStation as well, where games are like, there's a disc, but you still have to download it. I wonder. I don't know that. So quickly, this is what was going on. A quick backstory. If there are games that are already out on the Switch 2, for example, Street Fighter 6 and Hogwarts Legacy. Actually, I don't know if Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy and Sonic. Actually, some examples right here. So Cyberpunk, physical game. Sonic, game key card. This game is already out, but it is a game key card. They asked Limited Run for games that are already released, not games that are coming out in the future. Games that are already released. Would you re-release them with a physical copy? Which is a good question, because, you know, these games are already out. It's like, it is what it is. Now, if there's a digital game and they can make it physical, that's a different story. But re-releasing games that are already game key cards, very interesting stuff. So this is their question down here, right? And they're just saying what I said to you. Street Fighter 6, even though Capcom is already selling a physical version as a game key card. No worries, that would be dependent on the developers and publishers. In those cases, the best way to recommend a game is to send your suggestion via a tweet on Twitter, since the developers do not have access to our support tickets. Please tag us both and developers saying that a physical copy should be made. While we cannot make any guarantees, that can certainly help to get the ball rolling. I don't know if Street Fighter would be the one to do it, but maybe. Street Fighter has a huge community. Tag Capcom, tag, is that who makes Street Fighter? Yeah, tag Capcom, tag Limited Run, and say, we want this physical. And if the demand was there enough, they would re-release Street Fighter as a physical game. This is awesome. This is what they should be doing for every Switch 2 game currently, because the demand is there. We all want everything. Right now, anything that Nintendo is putting out for the Switch 2 is getting bought up immediately. Everybody just wants to collect whatever there is, because that's all there is. So this would be the time to do that. So Nintendo's asking questions about game key cards. Hopefully that some way circles back to physical games. If not, tag the hell out of Limited Run, probably Super Rare as well, and let's get some physical games. And maybe that will show Nintendo like, hey, people are buying these through Limited Run more than they're buying them from us now. What the hell is going on? And it's like, oh, well, I guess they just want physical games. One way or another, I am optimistic about the future of the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo's always been one of those companies that felt like, for the most part, they would be one of the last people to have physical media. So hopefully we can get this for the big first-party games, third-party stuff, indie games. Hopefully Nintendo will offer more cartridges somehow, or a company can work with Nintendo. Limited run is there, so I just think there's some good news, right? It's hard to decipher right now, but I think there is some amazing news about the Switch 2 in there. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow everyone on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our community growing. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers. This Thursday, I will be doing a Donkey Kong Bonanza stream, reviewing the game that day, streaming the game that day, giving away a copy during stream that day. So don't miss that. And remember, eShop gift card giveaways every single week for the rest of the year. Next week, I'm giving away Switch 2. I'm giving more away as the year goes on. So make sure you're subscribing, follow my social media, like and comment, and that's it. I will see you guys with a new video. Peace out.